What is brand positioning and how will it help me grow my business? Are you an entrepreneur looking to stand out in the crowded marketplace? Well, stick around because I'm going to give you 5 strategies that will help you stand out from the sea of competition. By the way, if you enjoy this video, hit the like and subscribe button for more videos to start and grow your online business. I've been a marketing consultant for the past 6 years, helping business owners, both new and seasoned, grow their brand awareness through various campaigns. No matter what your business and niche or target market is you serve, if there is a demand for your product or service, that's amazing. However, most of the time, if there is a profitable niche to be had, you can bet your britches that there's also a sea of supplying competitors. If you are watching this video, then you're in luck because I'm going to give you 5 strategies to position yourself as the absolute best choice for your ideal clients. First of all, what is brand positioning and why is it important? Brand positioning is where you stand in the mind of the consumer. In other words, this is what separates you from your competitors and what you're associated with when your target audience thinks of you. Regardless of the efforts you take, your brand will form some type of image or position in your target audience's mind. It could be good or bad, positive or negative. So don't let your brand image fall by the wayside. Let it work for you and not against you. Positioning describes your differentiator. How are you uniquely qualified to be a leader in something that an identified group of people cares a lot about? Ultimately, positioning is a thought-out way of presenting yourself to the world with the aim of creating better connection, more trust, and of course, sales. Positioning allows us to think about and describe what we are uniquely qualified to do, the results we can achieve within the context of who cares? And that's where the magic happens. Who cares indeed? When we can identify what we do that's different and pair it with the people who really care a lot about that thing, we have a place to plant our flag, a platform to speak from, an audience that wants to listen, and a message that helps us to connect and transforms lives. So, what should your brand's positioning statement include? A positioning statement should be no longer than a paragraph and should discuss the following. First, the positioning statement begins with describing your target market and what their specific needs or goals are. Market research helps businesses to understand their market and customers more intimately. Define what category your product or service belongs to and how it meets the needs of the consumers. Customers need a reference point to provide context to evaluate a brand's offering. What differentiates your product or service from the alternatives? One point of differentiation is best, stating your difference from the customer's perspective. How does your differentiator help solve the customer's problem or help them achieve their goals? Explain why consumers in your target market should believe your brand's claims. Consumers must see credibility in your positioning So provide evidence to justify the claim of your brand and your positioning. Don't just say how you are the fastest or best quality, state how you are the best. Now, let's talk about determining your winning positioning strategy. A successful positioning strategy relies on a deep understanding of the marketplace you want to compete in. It identifies how your company is different from the competitors and the conditions and opportunities in the marketplace. A big mistake that many businesses make is assuming that positioning is just a marketing strategy. It should be one of the foundations of the business strategy. After all, you cannot position a product as high-quality offering in your marketing if the product itself cannot back up those claims. Customers can recognize a clear positioning strategy. They understand whether a brand is competing on price or quality. Positioning must be a cohesive effort between the business strategy and sales and marketing tactics. It is far more than just a communication strategy. This is the only way the product or service will deliver on customer expectation and the promise of its positioning. Businesses must clearly define their positioning across the value chain, otherwise communication loses focus and becomes confusing. There are 5 main strategies upon which businesses can base their positioning. Positioning based on product characteristics. Using product characteristics or benefits as a positioning strategy associates your brand with a certain characteristic that is beneficial to customers. For example, in the automobile industry, Toyota's position in the market is reliability. Porsche's position is performance, and Volvo's position is safety. Brands consistently communicate the most unique benefit or characteristic of the product with consumers. Volvo owns safety. BMW owns driving. And number 2, positioning based on price. Positioning your products or services based on price is associating your brand with competitive pricing. Usually with pricing position strategy, a brand aims to be the cheapest or one of the cheapest in the market, and value becomes their position. For example, supermarket chains often have a house brand with very low price products and many product categories. Their lower logistical and distribution costs allow them to base their products lower than the competitors. So price-sensitive buyers will often purchase them without knowing the price because they know it's often the cheapest option. Brands can also position based on price if they find a gap in the market at a certain price point. Being the only option in a certain price range becomes your market position. Often, brands extend their product lines to fill a gap in the market. Number 3, positioning based on quality or luxury. Often, the price and quality of a product align, certainly in the mind of the consumer, as the high price is often associated with high quality. But positioning a product based on its high quality or luxury is different from positioning based on price. Often, these brands do not communicate their price point, but instead, high quality or prestige is the focal point of communication to create a desire so customers want the product regardless of the price. Note that luxury does not always mean better quality, but customers still believe it is better because of the reputation of the brand due to their long-term brand positioning strategies. For example, a $200,000 Rolls-Royce car, the epitome of luxury, is likely to have a lower build quality than a $30,000 Hyundai. Let me know in the comments, do you tend to purchase products and services based on quality or luxury? Number 4, positioning based on product use or application. Associating your product with a particular use is another way to position your brand in the market. For example, meal replacement supplements can be of use to anyone lacking time or wanting a quick, convenient meal. There are also meal replacements designed specifically for people who want to perform in the gym, so high in calories and added vitamins and minerals. Other meal replacements are for people on a diet, so they are low in calories and would not provide much energy for somebody's workout. Often, the former meal replacement target males and the diet low-calorie option targets females. Both are meal replacements, but different positioning. This last strategy is going to help you set apart from the competition, and that is number 5, positioning based on competition. Competitor-based positioning focuses on the competition as a reference point for differentiation. Brands highlight a key difference their products or services offer in their marketing to make it seem favorable and unique compared to other options in the marketplace. The product or service becomes unique. Brands can also use the competition as a reference point to follow a similar strategy. If a particular brand has a large market share, their positioning strategy must be attractive to a large group of consumers, so you try to convert some of their customers by offering a similar product with similar benefits at the same price point. Positioning perceptual maps. Businesses can create a perceptual map of the positioning of the dominant brands in a marketplace to identify any gaps and opportunities in that market. Positioning perceptual map example. The positioning map compares brands competing in a marketing place by illustrating consumer perceptions of those brands by using 2 key variables. Shown here is price and quality. Businesses can apply price and quality for most markets, but the map should focus on the primary consumer needs or product benefits, if you want to understand, which will depend on the market. In conclusion, your positioning in the market determines where your brand sits relative to your competitors. It is important for your brand to have a point of difference and to emphasize it in your marketing. Do you want to amplify your brand? Click the link below to grab your free copy of the Amplify Social Marketing Toolkit. And if you like this video, remember to like and hit the subscribe button for more tips and tutorials to grow your online business. And stick around to watch this next video.